morning, everyone. Happy New Day, week, and special thanks for joining today's service. This is our monthly service for June 2020. As you all know, Reverend Katsuhiko Tsubo, head minister of the Konko Church of Chicago, passed away on June 5 at 9:30 a.m. Chicago time. He was 76 years old. I revere him so much that I was moved to tears to hear that news and could not help but extend my deepest appreciation for him. He became a Konko minister at age 20. Since then, he did his best to help his father, Reverend Soichi Otsubo, in all aspects. He led the morning prayer service at the Konko Church of Chicago and listened to his father's Gorikai speeches as sincerely as possible for 18 years as a minister. Even so, he realized that he had not practiced faith at all when he succeeded his father on October 19, 1982. On that day, Reverend Soichi Otsubo fell down and could not move an inch when he proceeded to the waiting room for his silent morning prayer at 3:30 a.m. Reverend Katsuhiko Otsubo realized he had not deepened his heart at all until then. Around that time, someone said to him, "The heart of your father seems like a full moon, but your heart is so small, like a thin moon." He thought his heart was exactly so. Then he started to do his best to accept each and every happening as Kamiseku doing with respect to deepen his heart. Through having done it himself, he showed how anyone can practice to become a divine person. He embraced anyone and was respected by those who got to know him. His heart gradually turned out to be a full moon. He followed Kami's wish as sincere as possible and finally fulfilled his life with Kami. Believers and ministers in Japan and Brazil saw the real full moon on the day when he passed away. In Chicago, I worshipped the full moon 1 hour before his last service when I stepped out of the church entrance to pray to heaven and earth just before 4 a.m. on June 6. Thank you very much for offering Tamaguchi to his Mitama suite to pay our deepest respect during this monthly service. In my sermon last month for our Tenchikanoga Grand Ceremony, I talked about the importance of praying for Kami's wish to be fulfilled at the outbreak of the coronavirus and for us to serve Kamian people around the world. Let me review some parts of that sermon last month. Our founder received the following revelation on October 14, 1882. Those who have faith should not worry about the unexpected. There will be unexpected illnesses not only in summer, but also in winter. No one is aware of the blessing of heaven and earth, which enable people to live. Kami shall have people become aware of the blessing of heaven and earth by having Konko Daijin born throughout the world where the sun shines in every country without exception. Coronavirus brings the unexpected illness. That is why Kamina keenly wishes for Konko Daiji to be born in every country in order to let people become aware of the blessing of heaven and earth. Through this revelation of our founder, I believe we humans should realize even the unexpected illness is a divine blessing. Or at least we should try to understand Kami's wishes through such unexpected happenings. Furthermore, I wrote, The novel coronavirus is shaking the world. I continue to see Kami's wish through this coronavirus. This is the work of Kami cleansing the earth and humankind, the pursuit of natural purification by heaven and earth, and moreover, Kami wants to cleanse the human heart, human soul, which is say, first renew from inside the heart. I cannot help but consider the outbreak coronavirus in this way. I continue writing. I really feel, can wish the human to realize that we are powerless in nature and that if we don't rely on Kami, we will not be able to live. We should overcome the human history of thousands of years where everything being done by our own human power and change it into a Kami-centered world. Therefore, through this outbreak of coronavirus, I really feel Kami wishes a human to manifest a world of mutual fulfillment between Kami and humanity, where divinity and humanity meet together in prayer, rejoice together in good attitude, and delight together in mutual satisfaction. After the sermon, I received a question from a young American lady, one of which was most important in clarifying as much as I think is possible. Though I still feel it is hard for anyone to completely clarify such points, it is something precious to seek and always pursue answers for everyone's face. So I would like to share our email exchanges with all of you. She wrote, "Hi Takeuchi Sensei, I wanted to ask you a question about your sermon. When you say you feel like the coronavirus is coming cleansing of humankind and earth, what do you mean? I understand wanting to see the positive change that may happen due to the coronavirus, but I'm not sure about saying it's the cleansing when so many people are dying. Also, if possible, do you have a version in Japanese? I have a friend that would like to read it in Japanese. If not, how would you say Kami's cleansing in Japanese?" My answer begins, "Thank you very much for your good comments. You are right in a way. I feel some hesitation to write about those parts because it seems too straight and strong to say. However, I think we can say it from Kami's viewpoint, that we believe everything that happens is Kami's doing. We can say it that way when we try to abandon human feelings and live within Kami's feelings. And before getting to that, I had written, I continue to see Kami's wish through this coronavirus. So I kept both those parts as they were. How do you think of it now after hearing my thoughts? However, I continue, Konko Church teaches the mutual fulfillment between Kami and humanity. On that point, I should add my sincere prayers of sympathy for those who are killed or infected by this virus as well. And I did 3 phrases in English and Japanese. The work of Kami's cleansing of the earth and humanity. 神様の地球人類清めの働き。The pursuit of natural purification of heaven and earth. 天地自然浄化の作用。To cleanse the human soul. 人の魂の浄化作用。She followed up and asked again, I think the thing that bothers me is that cleansing and impurity are the way the words are understood. Rely on what is being cleansed or purified having something wrong with it. In that way, to say coronavirus is cleansing means it is getting rid of something undesirable. That means that for some reason, the people who have died were undesirable. If all people are Kami's children, how can that be true? My answer was, as you said, all people are Kami's beloved children. Kami loved humans so much that Kami sent Konko to help them in difficulties and have mutual fulfillment with them through mediation. Our founder taught us everything that happened is Kami's doing. I think coronavirus also is Kami's sacred doing. Through coronavirus, Kami wants us humans to understand our mistakes and improve our way of life. Even though many people, Kami's beloved children, were killed or infected by coronavirus. When I accept coronavirus with awe and modesty in this way, I really feel Kami deep sorrow about how deeply we humans live human-centered lives and cause many problems such as global warming, etc. by doing everything through people's own power. I further added, coronavirus killed Kami's beloved children. Kami's soul is so deep that Kami cannot help but let people realize their mistakes even though killing Kami's lovable children. Our founder received the following revelation on November 24, 1880. Kami-sama revealed, right now the world is human-centered. All things are done by people's own power, and many people are going against my teachings. Those who do as I say before become a Kami. Long ago it was a Kami-centered world. Now it is a human-centered world. Because of this, I shall teach people to return to a Kami-centered world. I really feel Kami wishes a human to return to a Kami-centered world through every happening and also this outbreak of coronavirus. When I feel Kami's deep sorrow, as I've mentioned above, I'm burning with the desire to fulfill my role for Kami and do my best to return to a Kami-centered world. Undesirable is not for those who are killed, but the current situation of the earth and humans. Something wrong is that we humans are doing everything by our own power. Instead, through this outbreak, we should renew ourselves to single-heartedly deepen peace and joy in our heart to manifest mutual fulfillment between Kami and humanity. We are also very sorry for the Mitama spirit of those who have been killed by the virus, so we must renew ourselves and do our best to change the undesirable situation into the desirable one. Understanding her feeling, I suggested changing 2 words. I wrote, still you feel cleanse and purification bother you. What a better word to describe it. How about improve instead of cleanse, and polish instead of purify? And another person sent a question related to the blessing of heaven and earth, so I'll share that here with all of you. He explained his question. Dear Sensei, when Konko-sama in his teaching speaks of offenses made in the past, does he mean in this life? In Konko-kyo, there is no belief in karma or reincarnation. Why is our life preordained? Here's my answer. Reverend Otto taught us there are 2 kinds of offenses. One is committed by oneself, the other is by one's family or the accumulated offenses by one's ancestors. However, those offenses are different from karma or reincarnation. Such offenses are produced by our misunderstandings and misconceptions about heaven and earth. Therefore, we can revise those misunderstandings and misconceptions and can come to be free from those offenses. That is why Kami wishes Konko to be born in every country to let people know the real blessing of heaven and earth. That is, everything that happens is Kami's sacred doing. Reverend Otto also taught us, anything and any karma will disappear before Wakakokoro, peaceful, joyful heart. Therefore, our destiny will be changed or improved when we do our best to respect every happening in our life as Kami is doing with good attitude, Because Kami's works are nothing but helping to make everything better in heaven and earth, and people happier. Of course, our life is somehow ordained. Our life is something destined by such and such a place or time of our birth. However, as I mentioned above, we can change or improve it as much as possible by how we can live our life. I don't believe our life is preordained in that sense. He wrote back, "Thank you, Sensei. You made that point very clear. The understanding of Konko gives people a lot of hope. Karma in the Buddhist this doctrine gives rise to such incomprehension. In Buddhism, it is taught that the mantra can sweep away past offenses. So people chant these mantras and don't bother to analyze their lifestyle. Because of this, they keep going wrong and thus are prevented from growing. In Buddhism, there is a belief that we are living in the age of Mappo, as an age without values. Buddha had predicted that in this age, his teaching would not have the strength to help people. What are the illuminated people of this time? Konko with a doctrine built on everyday life had really the strength to make people become an ikigami. This is enlightenment. What other religion do you know that give the possibility to people? Give this possibility to people. We should not say this in order to not offend people following other religions, but this is the truth. It will be necessary to find a way to teach this to the people. When we do this, the work era will begin. I answered as follows: you are right. That is why Kami-sama led you to the Konko faith. You and I will have mission to become Konko Daijin to teach this to the world, to the people in the world. Without clearly understanding all is divine love, any religion will come along teach that difficulties are caused by sin, karma, or curses from the deceased spirit, etc. I hope all of you will get something important from today's sermon. I myself continue to seek the true blessing of heaven and earth through everything that happened in my life. And I feel each person asking me question seeks to discover fuller meaning in this life and to understand more clearly the sacred workings of Kami providing us with life.